guys, welcome back to the channel. So in my hand I have, again, I don't know if you see a pattern over here, a light spinning reel. Hopefully, since this is from Sembo, it will not come broken or stupidly malfunction like the Sembo 117R. As you can see, this is the 800S version, so the smallest version possible. It's a fairly cheap reel. I think I paid $20 or $18 for it on the coins page. If you don't use coins discount, it will just run you a little bit more, but it's a fairly light, I think, again under 150, but we'll check that on the scale. Fairly competent reel, so with a lot of the usual stats that you will see on this kind of lighter reels. But for a further inspection, I will put it under the table lights. I think I save it.
So now that we are on the table, and as I said, we'll take a closer look to this Sembo reel. It's not sold as a Sembo on AliExpress for some reason. It's sold as a Zukibo, where I buy my affordable fishing line. And as you can see, it even comes with a bag and a warranty tag and the explosion diagram, because at some point I think it will explode. If you remember the Sembo casting reel, it had some, I would say, just some quality control issues, but at the end of the day, after they are fixed, it was a very competent, cheap reel. But if we take the box and the bag away, you can clearly see that this, even though it looks a little bit cheap because it's cheap, it has some nice redeeming qualities. Like, as you see, I took the cap off of the opposite end of the handle, and this is a screw-in job, not a pass-through nut and screw, as you can see on more, even at the same price point. So just bushings on the handle knob, no bearings there, but anti-reverse works fine. It's surprisingly smooth out of the box. As you can see, I'm putting almost no pressure on the handle and it's still spinning. And since this is a top-down view, you can also see that there's no wobble on the spool, which is also a good sign, especially on this type of lightweight reels. As I said before on the intro, this is the 800S version. They also have the 1000, 2500 and 2000. All of them are shallow spool. And now let's weigh the reel in. It should be 137 grams by the seller, and it's almost 140 grams. As usual, reels will always weigh a little bit more, like 2 or 3 grams. There's no way around it. Sound check. Spec wise, all the reels are the same with 4 kilos of drag and 5.2 to 1 gear ratios. The only thing that changes is line capacity and slightly gram over or under on the weight. Now I'll just take off the drag adjustment knob so I can take the spool out. And as you can see, this spool is very shallow. I think I put less than 100 meters of 0.3 PE from Zukibo, the Zukibo fake, the white line on this reel, and it works pretty well. Again, as you can see, a lot of adjustment on the drag knob. That's one thing that I really like to see, because you can adjust the drag to what you're fishing. And you can see that the drag adjustment knob goes very deep on the spool, and that the spool is also very tall, which is a good thing because it will prevent the line from going on around the shaft if you have some loose line situation. Let's put everything back together. And I don't know if you saw it while I was spinning, it's a very straight reel. It surprised me because I thought, this is very lightweight, this is from Sembo. It will wobble like a madman because of my past experience with Sembo reels, but it didn't. So let's tighten everything again. Very pleasant and I would not say smooth sound. Even the bail closing, it's pretty solid, and again straight as an arrow, fairly smooth. I didn't lube or open this reel. It's the first time that I'm looking properly at a reel, so I think it's a win. But to give a full pass on the channel, there will be an in-water review. As you can see, a little teaser in here. I think it's the first real day of winter in Portugal.
At least one doom bass.
Yeah, this was one of the small doom basses that I catch, but I will see you guys next time. Bye!